a routine or a script or notes of any real description. So I have a couple of drinks, I get up here, and basically it can go either way. Okay, what do you know? It's a bit like watching two tramps have a fight over half a cream egg. It's either the funniest fucking thing you've seen all night, or it's a little bit pathetic and there's some urine involved. But the main reason I don't actually have a script is I'm one of these awful people who can't keep more than one thought in my head at any one time, you know, it's terrible. And by the time I get to Chelmsford, that thought is usually still who won the best tits on the bus competition on the way down now. 32 double C's, you're interested? Yeah. I went to congratulate the winner, but I just got a slap for it, you know. Looking back with hindsight, I can see now why you would react to winning that badly if you're a fat bloke. It's a very special week for me, actually. Very special week. I'm celebrating 6 months being single. Thank you, thank you. You know, it's amazing. It does get a little bit lonely, it does get a little bit hard sometimes. My mates are a pillar of support. Absolutely. They've always got good advice for me, always know how to say the right thing. I think one of them said the other day, "Don't worry, you'll find the right one, it'll be easy for you. Just look for the dent in her head where she was dropped on it." Nah. Thanks, pal. It's been right there, awesome. But you know, it's my fault, really. It really is my fault, because I've got this horrible habit of getting into relationships that just fucking booms from the outset. You know, just have absolutely no chance of working. I mean, me and my last girlfriend, we were just too different for it to work. You know, just so different. And that's really a polite way of saying that if brain cells were shit, she wouldn't get through 2 sheets of toilet paper a year. You know? It just used to come out some absolutely stunning comments. Absolutely, just things you would think, what the fuck? Where did you get that from? One of my favourite ones was she always goes, "You know cat's fur?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "How do they always get the eye holes in the right place?" Wow. Another one of my favourite ones, I was sitting in a beer garden with her and my friends, and we were discussing the end of the world. You know, this whole thing was supposed to be going on next year, 2012. We're supposed to have natural disasters out the arsehole, raining down, destroying, wiping life from the face of the planet, yeah? Or whatever such shit. We were talking about that, and she chips in with, No. It's not going to end next year in 2012. That's bollocks. And I was like, really? Why? Wow, I actually agree with you on that for once. I mean, amazing. Why do you think that? Is that because the main calendar, that this idea of a cataclysm is actually an embarrassingly modern invention? There's no theory to back it up at all? She said, "Nah, I've got a tin of beans in my cupboard that expires 2014. Why would they make it though? Awesome. I love that idea. That's an amazing idea. That if you plan something for 2014, nothing's going to happen in 2012. That's amazing. Just keep making food and plans. It's going to be like January next year. Comets are going to be raining out the fucking sky. And she's going to come plodding out in her dressing gown and slippers. "Oi! I'm going to Tenerife in May. Fuck off!" Outstanding. No, like I said, it was doomed from the outset because her family hated me. Absolutely despised me. Her mum, especially. Her mum hated swearing. Just got really funny about swearing of any kind, especially when I said the word shit, you know? She couldn't stomach that. But then frankly, to me, that's what a casserole tasted like, so... And her dad was another brilliant one. Her dad was amazing. He was a joke. He was one of these typical, you know, the skinhead, you know, stocky build, muscly, sort of British bulldog type man. Completely xenophobic. Had an almost allergic hatred of French, right? He'd get within 50 metres of anything French, and it would just switch off the part of his brain that controlled completely racist Tourette's. Okay? He'd be walking down the street and a Peugeot would drive past him and he'd start off, "Fucking Arc de Triomphe loving garlic eating twat!" Be the same when he got indoors and he'd be sitting down watching TV and then one of them, you know, one of them French black and white classy kind of like perfume aftershave adverts would come on. Start like, "Oh, j'adore les smelling like a boots makeup counter." And then he'd start out to set him off again. He'd start going, "Euro star riding French fuck." And then her mum would come stamping out. In this house, we don't use the F word. We say European. No, it was never going to work. It was never going to work, sadly. But, you know, basically, her parents were just one sort of major contributing factor in why it was never going to work. I mean, like I said, we had so little in common by the end of it. I thought she was going out with me for my money. You know, because like I said, she wasn't very bright at the end of the day. Because going out with me in my current financial situation for my money is a lot like going out with a double out kitty because you like getting hand jobs. It's just really not going to happen. You know, talking of money, I had to go on one of my dreaded quarterly visits to the bank the other day. Went to Santander, you know, Santander. I just could not be with a bank that doesn't have an advertising slogan that highlights the camaraderie between me, the customer, and the company itself, you know. Santander's is, together, we are Santander. So I believe that, man, you know, I love that. Yeah, Mr. Millionaire Arrow. Corridor. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry if I seem bitter, I'm sorry if I seem angry, but that's what being lonely does to you. That's what being single does to you. It just gives you more time to think up new ways to hate shit. You know? And the worst part about it, the most crippling part about it is that she dumped me, you know? Like, that's the most awful thing that makes it so much worse. She dumped me. And the main reason she gave for dumping me is that I have a cruel sense of humour, you know? Like, what kind of bullshit reason is that to dump someone? Cruel sense of humour. Seriously, that's right up there with, it's not you, it's me, and it's not that your dick's small, I've just got a very large pussy. Yeah, that's true, by the way, okay? Medically proven. It's just a real cop-out. You know, I've got a laundry list of defects I would have happily taken as a valid excuse, you know? I'm a bit of a borderline sociopath, I'm lazy, I'm kind of underwhelming in bed, you know? Anything, just a valid reason. Don't insult me. It's like if you went into an internet romance with the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then you finally met him and saw him, and you dumped him for being a vegetarian. You know? You dumped me because of my aunt, didn't you? No, is that a hump? What is that? I thought that was a mole. No. Our diets aren't compatible, darling. Okay. It just doesn't work, man.